William Graham Sumner was a liberal American social scientist that was born in Patreon, New Jersey, to English immigrants in 1840. Throughout Sumner's early life, he was taught three very important values, including sobriety, autonomy, and a personal responsibility. These three values had a very important influence on his books and articles he wrote later in his life. Sumner attended Yale in 1860 and later graduated in 1863. After Sumner graduated from Yale, he decided to study in Germany, Switzerland. However, Sumner would return in 1869 and return back to Yale, which he eventually started teaching in 1872. During his time at Yale, Sumner taught social sciences and political economy. Sumner would later be recognized for being the first teacher ever in his nation to teach sociology. In 1873, Sumner eventually decided to enter into the political area. In addition, he was introduced to social Darwinism and laissez-faire.
Throughout the mid to late 1800s, leading on into the early 1900s, social Darwinism and its impact was at its climax, with goals to encourage human competition and oppose intervention in the natural human order. Social Darwinism was the idea that humans should be competing more or less throughout the struggle of existence. Social Darwinism has dealt with Sumner because Sumner believed that the humans who were the most fit to do so became the most successful. Sumner's ideal characteristics included brains, talents, and hard work. Although Sumner wasn't directly influenced by social Darwinism, rather supportive of laissez-faire economics, his principles were able to lead many to associate him with Darwinism. Through his essay Sociology, he declared a statement on his own social philosophy which described a link between biology and sociology itself. Sumner said, "We have already become familiar in biology with all the transcendent importance of the fact that life on Earth must be maintained by a struggle against nature and also by competition with the other forms of life. In the latter fact, biology and sociology touch."
William Graham Sumner really popularized the idea of social Darwinism, and it had sort of the mixed blessing, I guess. It really drove 19th century American society into a very capitalistic organization, where people were all about making big profits and expanding, their industries and all that good stuff. But it also produced a fair amount of racism and classism in that society that had to be fixed later on. And it influenced a lot of people around the world. It influenced imperialists and influenced a whole group of people. And Sumner really came along and popularized the idea that certain people were born to be great and certain people were born to be poor. And the people that were quote-unquote born to be great really used that as a way to exploit working class people to their advantage, to expand their industries and really build a modern industrialized society.
Throughout Sumner's time, he has been very influential towards people that were also very well known.
He influenced a lot of people, including guys like Teddy Roosevelt. And Teddy Roosevelt, we usually think of him as one of our great presidents and all about making America a better place. But Roosevelt believed in the same idea that people that were born wealthy were better than people that were born poor, and people that were born as white, Americans were better people biologically than people who were born in Africa or Asia or Latin America. So his influence extended way beyond the time period of the Gilded Age.
Overall, Sumner today is still recognized as one of the most influential Yale teachers and founding figures of sociology.